Thanks so much, Josh. And I got to be honest that when I'm invited to an event with a name like White Dudes for Harris, it doesn't usually sound like something I would join, but this is a terrific cause. And I'll keep my remarks short. I know that we have a lot of speakers. And afterward, of course, there's another Zoom that I invite you all to called Couches Against Trump, better known as CATS. I'm excited to join this call with incredible colleagues like Governor Roy Cooper and Governor Tim Walz, and of course, my friend Secretary Pete Buttigieg, and with Mark Hamill and Jeff Bridges and Mark Ruffalo. Everyone on this call is doing an incredible amount of work in their states for the Democratic Party, for the campaign, and I thank you all for doing that. All of us are here tonight because we know how hard we're going to need to work for the next 99 days to make sure that Kamala Harris is the next president of the United States. And if we're going to win in November, we need to remember that this is bigger than just, well, one group. Frankly, it's a fight for fundamental democratic values, American values that form the very fabric of this country. Values like standing up for workers' rights and climate action, raising the minimum wage to a living wage, universal health care, personal freedoms, and so much more. Now, I've had the pleasure of working with Vice President Harris since she took office, since I took office. Her strength, her skills, her character is clear from the moment that you meet her and get to know her. And her unwavering commitment to the working families of the United States and the most vulnerable of our country proves that she'll be a leader to move us forward. Let's be clear about who Donald Trump and J.D. Vance are. Donald Trump is a 34-time convicted felon, an adjudicated rapist, and a congenital liar. He's a fraud. And J.D. Vance is his mini-me. I even created my own cognitive test that describes the two of them: sofa, dolphin, shark, cats, convict. Now, these are two men who are fundamentally unfit for the Oval Office, and the harm that they would do to this country would be irreversible. Trump brags about his role in overturning Roe v. Wade and ending abortion rights. And not to be outdone, J.D. Vance opposes exceptions for rape and incest victims. And he seems completely unwilling to couch his disdain for women. And they won't stop there. A second Trump term would go after IVF and contraception. It would monitor women and their pregnancies. That's what they've promised to do. Trump and Vance want to build an economy that would raise costs for middle-class families while giving tax breaks to the wealthiest and their mega corporations. They would gut overtime pay and workplace protections for workers. If you don't believe me, it's all spelled out in the Project 2025 right-wing manifesto. These next 99 days aren't going to be fun for Donald Trump because there's nothing that scares him more than facing off against a smart, accomplished woman who will call him out on his bullshit. And you better believe that Kamala Harris knows how to prosecute this case against Trump every single day. But to win, we also need people making the case right alongside her, like the tens of thousands of people on this call. This is going to be, well, a difficult campaign. It'll be a hard campaign. But I know that we're all ready to put in the work. So here's the ask that I make to you. Get involved and give. Visit whitedudesforharris.com to donate, volunteer, and then tell your friends and family to do the same. We have a real fight ahead. And so I ask you all, are you ready for that fight? Let's go win this thing. Thanks so much for having me on the call.